Yeah. Hope you're able to see my screen now.
Yes, we can.
Okay, fine. Okay. So we'll be starting with the introduction. And we'll go with what we content cover in the trainings and what all other, options we give it for in this particular training part. Okay. So, yeah, this is completely about the success factors, employee central training. And in this, when it comes to my profile, so I'm having like overall 15 years of experience in the HR systems, where 8 plus into relevant into success factors. So I built many systems which are implementation and support relevant, and trained more than 50 plus batches till now, since the past. Uh, so when it comes to today's agenda, we'll be discussing about what is success factors, why do we use, and what's the platform of it. So how this can be, configured in the system, and what will be our roles and responsibilities, how the career opportunities will be there, and later we'll go with your question answers if I miss something which I need to cover. Okay, so that's agenda for today. Yeah. So when it comes to success factors, see the main success factors we use it for HR related information. So in this, whatever we have, the HR are related. This system is built by one of the old uh, the vendor, which is called, the Success Factors company, where they have built this one initially for the PMGM module only. It means we call that one as performance management module. That's somewhere in 2001, and later in 2012, it got acquired by SAP, and they started building other modules like Employee Central Compensation, Employee Central Payroll, all these things. So that's the history of the Success Factors company and its product initially started with, and when it got acquired with the SAP. When it comes to Success Factors, where it is a cloud product, it means like you see the Facebook, WhatsApp, everything, it's a cloud related. Earlier, when you see the old versions, you have to, if you remember, we have to install some softwares in our laptop, otherwise these softwares will not work. Or we should require some of the RAM of 5 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM, or maybe the storage should be more than 250 GB or something like that, right? Like that specifications will not be there in the success factors because it's a cloud product. So everything server maintenance, everything software will be maintained from their success factors side only. We have to just use URL, username, and password to log in into the system. We don't require any software or app in the laptop to or any your desktop to log in into this. So you just need URL, username, password, and you can log in into the system. And like earlier, a technical person has to install a software in your laptop, or any errors comes, you have to meet out him for any troubleshooting issues. You carry the laptop and sit with him to work on that issues, right? So nothing like that. So everything will be taken care by success factors, issues, software installation, nothing. Only URL, username, you can log into this system. Okay, that's a cloud product. And it has its updates happening, advanced features adding up every 6 months. So the success factors keep updating, and it has its own solutions for the HR. Right from hiring till termination, the complete success factors tool will be useful for it. Say recruitment, you source a candidate, you put that candidate for interview, first round, second round, and release the offer. After that, he submits the onboarding related formalities. So all these things will happen in the success factors. That's the reason it has its own market in the global. With it supports more than let's say 50 plus languages, and it has 168 plus countries existing in the world. So out of which the more market, it's there in the Middle East, and it's available in the Asian countries as well. Uh, this being a SaaS model, it's doesn't require anything that you have to come to the office and sit and work and all. You can operate this one remotely also. It means from your mobile. tab or laptop, desktop, whatever it is. You have a device, you can access this one from any part of the world. So you will have more remote opportunities as well. Yeah, as I told you, we don't require any hardware or any software maintenance required. And this is based on subscription. So yearly, it will be subscribed by the client. Now, why do we use this success factor? Say there are many companies where they have want to maintain their employees' data, their employ their employee salary information, okay, hiring information, their personal details, their job details, their company related information, okay, any benefits and all. So they need a software. So there's a company in some country and they want to start utilizing this success factor software for their employees. They started with some, say, 1,000 employees. Now they want to use some software which is HR related. It will drive from hiring till termination of the employee, pay slips, any employee data changes, promotion, demotion, all these activities will be performed in the success factors tool. Success factors employee central will drive the complete employee master data maintenance. Earlier, the same thing we used to collect from the employees, the documents, we put it in one report or a file and we store in the file room. That is traditional method. Now, when it comes to the software, we don't use the same old method like collecting documents on the day one and doing everything. Everything nowadays is digital and it's like already scanned and your details will be filled up when you're applying for job. The same details will be carried forward till you're there in the organization. So to maintain that particular employees data, master data, we use this success factors software. So this success factors, whenever it comes, okay, we have the fixes, we get the errors, and we have to do implementation. Say one company has another policy, another company has a different policy. Say if one employee applied leave in the X company, so it goes to manager approvals, but in another company, it goes to manager and HR approvals. So it differs. So the policies differs from one company to our company. So what will be our roles and responsibilities? Out of 100% of the system, already success factors set up the system up to 60 percentage. It means you will have your system ready. 60% is given by success factors. The remaining 40% is we have to go and sit with that client, whether the client's in Saudi or other country. We have to go understand what they want in the HR point of view. As I told you, if a leave applied by employee, it has to go to manager and HR manager. We have to understand their policies, procedures, and we have to configure this system to their expectations. So this is called implementation. Once the system is completed and regularly they have some additional details adding up, or maybe they want to make some change. Say now CEO is this one, so now another CEO has come, or maybe they have some new policy has come, they want to add some additional leaves. Say, for example, child care leave is there. So, for example, they want to add 5 days for any employee. So that's additional thing which they are requesting after implementation. Then how do we add? So these all comes under as a support and implementation projects. We call that one as enhancements here. Okay. And these bug fixes, everything will be taken care by us only, whatever the client face issues and implementation, enhancements, support tickets, everything will be taken care. That will be our roles and responsibilities on day to day. This software related. So 60% of the configuration is done by the standard will be there, and the 40% will be our roles and responsibilities in completing this one, this project. Now, when it comes to the uh, access, I told you that we can access from anywhere with a simple URL, username, and password. And it's a multi-tenant. It's like you logged in as just, and I can duplicate many of the tools, many of the systems like this. I can duplicate many and parallelly work on three different requirements like this. So I can see the employee here. I can navigate to different things. So that's called multi-tenant. You can also explore that one in different systems also. Say I logged in into mobile. Similarly, I want to log in parallelly my account in laptop. Yes, that's possible. Okay. So whenever the company want to utilize these success factors for these employees, it's a license base. I told you that it will be purchased from SAP product, and they start using it. Okay. So when it comes to modules, the Employee Central is linked with different modules like PMGM, recruiting, learning, and all. So from here, Employee Central, the data will be moved to different modules. So this is called Employee Central as a master data maintenance or a core module. Okay. So these are the modules where Employee Central, all the success factors has, out of which the main one is Employee Central in the market, where you see many of the opportunities. And the system architecture for these all modules will be same. It's test system, quality system, production system. So as I told you, the 60% of the configuration is already existing in the system. Only the 40% is as and when they require, we have to modify it. First, we modify any new requirement in test system and later move to quality system and then production. So this is the landscape of the system. Okay. So as I told you, from hire to retire, the complete cycle will be maintained here in the success factors. And earlier, we call this one as SAP HCM or success factors, whatever it is. But now everything is bifurcated like success factors, employee central, performance, compensation, recruiting, all these modules. So in these also we have two systems. One is provisioning system, instance. So this is provisioning is a parent. To explain you, say for example, we are using Android app. In Android app, we know only the front end of it, but the back end, the company which is owned the Android app, they keep developing from the back end. That is called parent app. And the one which we are using in our mobiles, the version, that's the end user, which is called instance. It means backend of any app is provisioning and instance. So the front end which employees or maybe the admin use. So this is instance. So for these both, same procedure, and it will support more than 43 plus languages. Okay. And when it comes to this flexibility, you can log in into any of the system. It's not like, okay, you have to use only the laptop. Any of the system will work out for this one. Being it's a cloud platform, there is no any location constraint. Remote opportunities are more. So plenty of opportunities are there. As I told you, the Middle East, the success factors has its own market, and we don't have any coding here. It's a coding less software where only the options are available. You have to choose the options which one client requires, and you have to configure it and give it to them. It's easy to learn, and those who are from HR background, they can easily grasp the concepts, and is the best opportunity for any of the non-IT or the HR people to move into software side. For sure, there are minimal opportunities, but it's a location constraint, and there will be some bond, everything. But the opportunities are good when it comes to fresher. Still, we have the openings going on right now for the trained people. Okay. When it comes to ratio, so we have the ratio, like say, for example, if you have 2 years experience, your salary will be like 5 lakh, 6 lakh. It means 2 years experience, the ratio will be double of it, your salary. It means for 2 years, 6 lakh, 2 years, 5 lakh, 3 years, you will get like 7 lakh, 8 lakh. So like this, how many years experience you have, that ratio into double. When it comes to training, yes, this is a real-time training where we teach everything from implementation, how an implementation start. This is something an implementation means. Say, for example, a restaurant require a website. So what we have to do, so the website, the templates, everything will be ready. We have to go and sit with the restaurant owner and understand what is their requirement and build the website. Similarly, an implementation means there is a company, they want to utilize success factors for their employees to run the transactions, promotion, demotion, hiring, termination, pay slip, everything they want to maintain in this. Then we go to them, sit with them, and understand what they want. We will build and give it to them. So that's what we do. And in the training also, I explain in such a way, if the requirement is like this, how do we do? And what are interview related questions will come in that particular topic? And how do we follow the implementation? What are the real time scenarios? Okay. We will test that one in the system, whether it is working or not. We will see the output, how it is coming. It's not just a topic oriented, it's a real time scenario. We will test, we will check that one, and we will see the output of it. Okay, that's the real time where I'll show you that. And we provide the same server access, the one which you are seeing. Okay, the system access for 2.5 to 3 months. Okay, you will have the access to practice. All the sessions which are happening will be recorded, and you can watch that one live as and when the class completes. It will take 48 hours to complete recording and paste it in the drive. We will give you the drive access, and as and when you require, you can watch that one. If you're absent or due to some emergency you did not attend it, you can go and watch the video there. We also provide the materials, handbooks, interview question answers, and there are workbooks where we follow while implementing. That one also we provide, and we provide some of the PPTs where we present to the clients. So this one we are especially planning for the weekend. So weekend batches. So it will be, say for example, 10 to 11:30, 10 to 12. It will be the batch every Saturday and Sunday online. And when it comes to course content, this is the course content we will cover. What is Employee Central? Release management. Release management is the upgrades. Like you see WhatsApp, it has advanced features like disappearing messages. Like you see some other features, status you can only restrict to your contacts. Like that, what all advanced features coming in these success factors, we can see those release updates here, the release management. As I told you, we have two tools. One is provisioning an instance. We grant you the access only to the instance. Provisioning, we don't have access because that's a client system in real time. So I'll show you that how it looks like. Settings of how do we do the settings, and MDF objects. Say, for example, you want to capture employees' certification details, his MBA, everything. So how do we configure that to capture his certification details? What all attachment fields required? What all fields to fill up an application? So these all we configure here in the MDF object. These role-based permissions. How an employee is getting restricted to see another employee's salary. How HR can see all employees' salaries. How a system admin can do the customization or the configure the system. Okay, based on some certain security reasons or security setup. So that all happens here in the role-based permissions. Events and event reasons, hiring, termination, promotion, demotion, how these are bifurcated. If a location change happened from Hyderabad to Bangalore, Hyderabad to Chennai, how system will detect it's an employee's transfer location change. So these are called event and event reason derivations. Workflows, how an employee applies a leave, it goes to manager for approval. If he applies for termination, it goes to different departments to collect IT asset, to clear finance related and all. How this flow will work, who all has to approve, who all has to be notified, how the approval mechanism works is called workflows. Business rules, conditions, how do we apply conditions? If employee belongs to India, then only gratuity is applicable. If employee belongs to USA, federal tax is applicable. How do we differentiate within one company multiple employees? Positions, how do we create a position? How do we send this position for recruitment team and they start hiring the data? What fields we maintain in the position? That all will be there here. How do we do mass hiring of an employee? How do we create address proof letter? How do we create a hike letter or offer letter? That all here you'll see. How do we can enable many languages in success factors? Like you see WhatsApp having its local languages. So how do we enable many languages that you can see here? Time off. So how do employees have holidays? How do they maintain the work schedule shift wise? How do they work? Password management, password, how we reset, proxy management, configure people profile. hiring, rehire, termination. These are something like end users. We don't do hire, rehire, termination, but we configure that application or BGV related documents or maybe the hike letters, offer letters, everything we do in this HR related tool, Success Factors Employee Central. Okay, that's thing. And when it comes to tool, this is a tool. You log in with URL, username, and password. Once you log in, it will show the home page like this. And this home page is common for all employees. Okay. And from here, you will be navigating to different employees. You can see employees here. You can see action. For example, your role, your day-to-day responsibilities will be there. Okay. Your personal information. It means Alex John's personal information. So his date of birth, his first name, his last name, middle name, all these details will be there. Now, for instance, say that what will be our roles and responsibilities in this particular software and what we learn in this and what will be useful when we join a company. Say, for example, you have these fields. Whenever you're joining any company, you will fill these fields called first name, last name, middle name, gender, meta status, all these things. Say your client asked you to make one of the field non-mandatory. Say, for example, first name is mandatory here, or marriage date is there, gender is there. So gender field or middle name field, it has to be mandatory. Now you see it's a red color here. First name, it's a mandatory. Middle name, it's a non-mandatory. Gender, it's a non-mandatory. If your client ask or maybe some company ask you, I want to configure this one two fields to become mandatory, middle name and gender. Okay. For that, normally we go to one keyword called manage business configuration. Okay. You will have all the setup here. All the fields will be available. No need to write a code or anything. You should know this particular field, middle name and gender, are part of personal information portlet. Okay. So this is the back end of the system. Find out where is personal information in this left hand side tabs. Here it is, personal information. Just click on that. Okay. So what are our fields? Two fields. One is middle name and gender. You want to make mandatory. Similarly, say for example, you want to rename anything, any of the field. Okay. Everything is possible here. Middle name field. Mandatory is set to no here. Hence, in the front end, middle name is not mandatory. Now, to make this one mandatory, you have to mark this one as yes. What is the other field we have spoken to make it? Gender field, also mandatory. Find out where is gender field. This one. This one also make it mandatory. Okay. So this is the heading, mandatory. This is the personal information, field names, middle name and gender. To relevant to that one, column wise, mandatory, I set it as yes. Now you come down, save it. Once you save it, now this is the back end of the system. You can test it whether it is changed or not. So once it is changed, it means you can inform to your client or company saying that the changes are done. Now the configuration is completed. So like this, you will get the day-to-day activities where they need some new fields, they need some other fields to be renamed, everything. So just refresh the page, whatever you made in the backend, that gender and middle name field. You can see the changes now. It shows as mandatory. Okay. Once it loads, you click on edit button, set the date. Okay. So in these fields, you can see here. Okay, sorry. Get saved. Middle name, yes. Gender, yes, mandatory. Come here, refresh the page. So these type of roles and responsibilities will be with us mostly the fields maintenance, what all the fields are there in which portlet. So that field related will come. Okay, maybe some, but let me close this. There are two sessions opened. Refresh the page. If any changes not affected, just wait for 2-3 minutes, and later once it is synced, you can see the changes here in the front end. Okay. So similarly, say you want to rename this middle name to uh, other name, other name, like this. You want to rename this particular middle name to other name. Okay. This is how we rename this one and come down, save it. Just wait for some 5 minutes until it gets synced to the front end, and you will see that middle name get changed to other name in the front end. Ensure it is saved. Now come here, refresh the page. You can see the changes after some time. See here, middle name. Earlier it's mandatory, non-mandatory. We made it mandatory, and we also renamed that one to other name. Gender also earlier it was non-mandatory. Now we made it as mandatory, and it is showing here a star mark. So other name, again, you want to rename to middle name. Yes, again, go back, same steps. Middle. Okay. Similarly, you want to bring gender field top. So here it's there in the place of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, eighth place. Now you want to bring this field on the top. Yes. You can use these arrow marks and bring that field to the top. Like this. Okay. First name, middle name. Okay. Let last name be next after the gender. Next marital status also. Okay. Like this, whatever you have, you can save this, and that changes you will see in the front end. This will be our roles and responsibilities in config. We don't use any coding and no any technical thing you have to learn about. It's a simple to learn. Yeah, that's I can say about success factors. If you have any questions, you can ask now. Uh, then we'll go with some more last what other benefits we can provide you apart from this training. Yeah. So any doubts, you can feel free to ask. Uh, I'm open for any type of doubts. Yeah, any doubts you have? Hope able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
You're audible, Shrikant.
Okay.
Yeah, we are good.
Okay. So when it comes to this, so every session, say for example, I have explained you the one of the two fields how to configure. I'll ask you like an interview question. How do you rename a field which is middle name to other name? So this will be the interview question. So next class, I'll ask you that old topic related interview questions, which is useful for you as part of interview. Okay, so that will be covered for first 5 minutes, 10 minutes till someone joins, right? Our batch people will be keep joining 5 minutes late or something. So till that time, we will cover some interview questions, and we will utilize that time for interviews. So I'll also get to know who all are up to date, who are uh, getting used to the subject, and how do I have to ensure that they can face the interviews, how to prepare for interviews. I'll take care of it, resume preparation. Okay. And whatever you have, the past experience, you have 4 years, 5 years, or IT recruiter experience, everything we can manage and convert that one. Not required that you should have some experience only in success factors to show. So you already have a HR experience that will be valid for you, HR or non-IT, whatever it is. Okay. And when it comes to sessions, so that's what Saturday, Sunday, 10 to 11:30 we have. So out of which some sessions might go 10 to 12 also, and few sessions might complete 10 to 11. So based on the topic which we are discussing on that day, it will extend. Okay. So the course content, everything will be done. So tomorrow also I'll give an introduction session at the same time, 10 o'clock, and I'll end by 11 o'clock tomorrow also. It's introduction, like exactly what is this session about. So how, what is the useful of HR, like how HR uses this system, and the front end of the system, how it looks like, hiring, termination, all this, how do we do? So these all things will be discussed tomorrow. So the first 3 4 sessions are free. No need to worry. You can join. I don't have anything. The link doesn't changes. The link remains same. The time doesn't changes. It remains same. 10 a.m. Okay. Yeah. Any doubts further? So there's a certification also. For the certification also, we support you. No need to worry. Uh, Certification related also. I'll take care.